Wow.
Yay.
1 year.
1 year. How good's that?
That's crazy. Oh my God. What a 12 months to reflect on.
Never in my wildest dreams would have thought we could ever get this far. And it's going to be a very wholesome episode, this one, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, upon reflection of some of the Google forms we've been sent, I'm not sure if wholesome's the word we'll go for, but I tell you what, there's plenty of things to get through. Not only are we going to have a little dive through the archives of some of our favourite stories, favourite voice messages that we've had over time, favourite memories. We do just still have a fair few of the usuals, which I'm really keen to get into. First and foremost, since Jackson's episode a couple of weeks ago, fantastic times for the debrief.
Did we say we're on the rise again? Is that fair to say?
As if it took us 12 months to realise that to get on the rise, you should actually post content. It's actually crazy.
Good content as well.
I know, it's unbelievable. I mean, good's obviously subjective, but
yeah, of course it is.
I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the last couple of weeks especially, and I think we're looking the goods. Not gonna say, I think we're good odds,
and I think we genuinely have a good kind of couple months ahead of us. To be honest, heading into summer,
certainly.
Couple good names I reckon are going to be sitting in this seat right here.
Yep, always looking for more and more guests. So we might have to chuck a question box up there or something like that, just for people to suggest some guests. But there'll be more and more to come because those episodes definitely have the most interaction for sure.
100% gets us to a bit of a wider audience and just gets us interacting with the people, and it's the people's podcast. But sometimes we upset people. And
we do.
Well, TikTok comment sections are a great place to be. But this week they were not a great place to be.
We're starting there. Yeah, okay.
If you're either a Whitford's player or a PR Waters player. They were getting a little bit riled up. But at the end of the day...
Who gives a fuck?
Well, yeah. You've actually summed it up very articulately there, Regan. See how far you've come in the last 12 months?
Yeah.
At one, you just, struggling with the stories, and now you're just coming out with just exquisite...
You've 100% jinxed me now because I'm going to start stuttering and selling... there we go. And sounding like Kelly Underwood. So
Oh, no. Not Kelly. But yeah, look, those teams went undefeated and lost in grand finals, and you can't really do that and not expect to cop it.
Yeah, that's it. And just quickly before we start, I got to get this off my chest. I've been in talks with a lot of boys that are wanting shout-outs.
Really?
Yes, a lot, and I mean a lot of them. Basically,
they've come to the right place.
Oh, they've come to the right place, and they've come to the right man. There was that many that I can't, go through all the specific names, but a lot from the Ocean Ridge Football Club want to shout out. So here it is, right here. And I know they're all listening, and they're all big fans, and they're wanting to see more content, and especially off the footy club for sure.
Fantastic. That is what we love to hear. That is what we absolutely love to hear. Everyone getting engaged, and that is a well-deserved shout out because they've been a very loyal bunch.
They have been.
Any particular names?
Any particular names? Jai Ross wanted to shout out. Big Talon the Truck also wanted to shout out. There's a few there. Yeah, Taj Ross is always. There's some loyal ones out there, which is good because I thought we're losing a few.
Well, it's good to see them back on board. As we say, all of a sudden we're just back on the rise.
It feels good.
It does. It actually genuinely has felt good. But before we just get on to this week's forms, speaking of reflecting, just a couple things. This first one, right? This is an exclusive. This is the very first time that the people are hearing this.
Bit of a SoundCloud drop here.
So this is in my camera roll from the 13th of September 2023. So a year and 2 weeks ago, when we were just really gearing up to release our first ep, and went, we need some intro music.
Probably sitting at Dome Mullaloo.
Yeah, probably. You know what? We've actually not been back since ep 1.
We haven't.
No. That's going to be the regular. No, probably not. But I was just doing a little bit of Keeg's work in Launchpad, which is literally just a free app where you click buttons and it puts noises together for you. So obviously, in the end, came up with the intro that we all know. It's a
great tune.
It's alongside probably Beethoven's Symphony No. 7 as one of the all-time classics. Now, this was the other one that I sent you as a suggestion. On reflection,
I'm glad this is in the archives. Let's just say that.
Let's have a listen. Now, the great Josh Bruce is in the background getting a live show of this, and I could just sense his love for the music.
Look, it wasn't great. Let's just put that out there. Yeah, don't have to sugar that up anymore. But I'm glad we went with the now OG intro because that's I'm really liking it.
Yeah. But funny to watch that. I literally just found it as we were scrolling through about 20 minutes ago, looking for some stuff. I've got something else for you, and I managed to sneak this into your house without you noticing. So,
what is this about? Should I be nervous? What is happening? This isn't a forfeit of some kind, is it?
Wind your clocks back to before episode 1, to the very first Instagram reel that we posted.
Right.
Where I go, Regan, how do you deal with a hangover? And then you say...
Is this when I come in and say, what did I say? Have another beer?
Have another beer?
Yeah,
and we both crack open a beer, right?
You've... I know what it is now. It's the beer from over a year ago.
That's the original beer. So this is... well, it sat in my car for a while.
So it hasn't exactly been cold, has it?
No, and then it's been on display in my bedroom. So since screwing that cap back on, it's not been opened again. But for old time's sake, I'm just going to give it a screw off and a screw on.
I thought you were about to say a swig. It doesn't want to come off, does it? Oh, there we go.
Have another beer, and then
that's
decide to go.
And we got the hate comments already from not even an episode in, and they haven't
set the tone, didn't it?
Set the tone. It set the tone. Oh, I'm glad you brought that in. That's a real sentimental piece of the Sunday debrief.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, back to modern day times now. The Google forms have just been a little bit silly this week.
They're always silly, aren't they?
So I'm going to assume this is from the same bloke or lady who sent us the top 10 biggest sources.
Is there an updated list? Is there? Or another variety of lists we could say?
Another variety. It's top 10 blokes you wouldn't want dating your sister.
Right, let's hear it. From 10 up.
I reckon you're going to be more familiar with a few of these names, actually.
Okay.
Number 10, Ben Buckets Ham.
Buckets. Right, okay.
Number 9.
Deserved mention on the list.
Ryan Full Sender Hammond.
Yep, okay. Yep.
8, Nick Horny Hilton.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. It's good bottom 3. It's going to be hard to beat.
Josh Yubsy Brown.
Okay, yep. Yubsy at least means well. Not saying those other boys don't, but Yubsy has good intentions.
Number 6, Monty Big Mont Parsons.
Is that fair enough? Well,
I don't know if you...
I've actually never met Big Mont.
That's
before.
fair.
I don't really.
Look,
you've met him, haven't you?
I've met. Yeah. Here and there. But obviously we know the stories, and we've been on a phone call with him.
Yeah, well, based on the stories, he's a well-deserved member on any list, I think. But do you think he would be happy with a mention on this list?
Would he be happy? I think he'd be a little bit proud, to make the list of the top 10 blokes you wouldn't want dating.
It's definitely not something to take to heart.
It's a pretty prestigious list.
Yeah, it's very prestigious.
I'm just thinking, obviously you want your sister to be with a real gentleman who's gonna be a great father and raise your nephews and nieces really well. And if Big Mont's kind of in and out of prison,
That's probably fair
I
enough.
feel like he gets a little bit distant from the kids.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. Fair enough. Yep.
At number 5, we have Jason, Big Peace Love. I don't know who that is.
Jason Big Face Love.
Is that someone famous or is that
I don't
someone?
know.
I'll just give a quick search. Jason Love.
Love
Actor and hip hop
LUV.
artist. Yeah, right. Not familiar.
Not familiar with that man.
I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't have a criminal record. Number 4, Nick Beers Harold.
Right. Does like beers.
He does.
Does like beers.
Him and Keegan love to tell everyone about it on
Yep.
Facebook. I quite
Yep.
like their Facebook updates. At number 3, we have Cooper Sinkhole Connolly. Sinkhole?
Sinkhole. That's one of the great nicknames running around. Sinkhole. That's really good. That's
At number
really good.
2, we have Mason the Janitor Greenwood.
Mason the Janitor Greenwood.
Isn't he under investigation?
Who's?
He's
Is
a
that the
footballer, but
the soccer player.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
I don't pay close enough attention to know the details.
I think that's that breaking news was a while ago. So weird to see his name get brought up again, but definitely heard of it before. Yeah.
Number 1 on the list of top 10 blokes you wouldn't want dating your sister is Cody Touchy Feely Short.
Touchy feely.
Wow. what a nickname.
I haven't heard that one for Cody before, but I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, that's great. A respectable list that.
That's
yeah,
a
really, really
fantastic
good. Oh, a long one, damn it. All right. So, far out, we've got a lot to get through here. This one says, Anonymous, of course, says, "Hey guys, I'm a big fan of the podcast after I was interviewed by Ronan for his TikTok at an AFL game." Well, there you go. Anyways, on with my story. So I was seeing this guy and we went on a couple dates before I went on a family holiday to Europe. He was a great guy and I hadn't been dating for ages, so it was refreshing. But while in Europe, I met a guy who also ticked my boxes, and let's just say he had a big tick which fitted perfectly in my box. That is unreal
Sorry.
wordplay. That is unreal word. I'll repeat it. And let's just say he had a big tick which perfectly fitted in my box. That's great. Oh, Japers, that's rattled
That's
me a little
quite
bit. Yeah, and then a winky face as well. So it is what you're thinking. We agreed it was a fling for the duration of the holiday, and we would forget about each other when I left. But now my problem is that I've come back to see the original guy that I was seeing, but it doesn't just hit the same. Literally, he's a really nice guy, but I don't want to break his heart. What should I do?
Doesn't hit the same literally. Because his tick doesn't fit in your box.
This person's good.
I you want to know who this is. Yeah, no, I appreciate we fucking hell.
A lot of detail there, but
We love the use of terminology here. Very creative.
great terminology.
And we appreciate the support for the podcast. I genuinely want to know who this is.
Of course.
I'm not sure how long ago this footy interview was, but
this person before.
yeah.
What should or assuming it's a female, what should this female do?
Well, look, if it's just not feeling the same, if you're not feeling this,
Because like, who knows if that feeling the same is like literally or like, you know,
probably
she could be unintentionally meaning that in the other way, but
probably a bit of both, I reckon.
probably a bit of both with that first line there with the perfectly fitted in my box. We're going to assume it was another play on words. Yep.
Now, I think what's happened here is she's seeing the guy, thought she liked him, and she sure well might have done. She's gone on holiday and just found someone who just who just really epitomizes who she wants.
Yep.
Unfortunately, because of the situation, they must live in different parts of the world. So now she's come back and gone, oh, like, I didn't realize my standards was high, or maybe her type was different than she thought.
Yep.
And this guy's just not doing it for her.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, or you just gotta say it. I'm gonna say recommended probably in person. Definitely do not mention any of the before details of why. But
I mean, if you want us to take the reins, name drop everything, all details, and we'll just say it to the camera, and he'll have to find out through a public platform.
Hey, mate, sorry. She's getting her box ticked by someone else. And unfortunately, you're just not cutting it. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking stuff. But all the best for the both of them. And I'm glad we could hopefully help.
Yeah. No, I reckon you've hit the nail on the head. Communication there. You just got to let them know.
That's it.
All right, what do we have here? What do I do if I went on a night out, got too bizzed, pissed myself, messaged about 40 birds saying you out tonight, stole marshmallows from Yochi, and now wanted by Yochi leader Phil for theft?
Oh, I wonder who this could be. Do you know who this is?
I don't.
It's Ryan.
Haven't.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would love to know the percentage strike rate of those 40 you out tonight texts. How many responses he got?
I reckon he got some responses. Not in his favour, and there probably would have been a couple blocked and removed.
Bloke reckons the police are after him for marshmallow theft when it's actually for restraining orders.
We'll probably be able to. I'll send you the photo. We'll be able to put up a photo of him pissing himself at Yochi, because there is a photo flying around with his pants are pissed.
Love to see it. We have a bit of a reflection on behalf of us here. This is good. Is
this a bit of feedback? Is it?
My favourite episode was definitely episode 16. Had me in stitches, almost died of uncontrollable laughter. Was well overdue a chuckle. Still not happy about Big Sauce number 9.
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
great. That's great. Someone getting a well overdue chuckle after the ep. That's exactly what we're looking for. And ep 16 was one of my favourites as well. Was when we were reading out the TikTok comments, where we had a great streak of very I'm just going to say outright abusive comments towards us, but it was bloody great reading them out.
We love that.
And it was it was a funny ep for sure.
I'm just trying to find who Big Sauce number 9 was, because are we going to assume that the writer of this? Oh, yep.
Who's Big Sauce number 9?
Have a guess.
Is it Yubsy?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Yubsy.
So he's not happy about Big Sauce number 9, but he had a chuckle, and that's what we're about.
So Yubsy made it on both lists. Yeah. See, that's an achievement in itself. So congrats.
Now we've actually just got a quote of Peter Siddle's hat-trick.
I've seen that.
So
word by word, descript of the commentary on Peter Siddle's hat-trick. We're not reading all of that.
Right down to after the DRS review. So thanks for that. No, I might actually go and watch. I haven't watched that in a while. So.
Yeah, that's like you got to at least watch that video like at least 10 times a year.
Yeah,
for sure. Like whenever you see it up on your recommended, you just give it a watch.
Very arousing.
All right, this one, another anonymous one. It says, "Hey lads, this is Rory from Ireland. Thought I'd change it up from my usual voice message. Oh, for fuck's sake, Yubsy. Oh boy, oh boy, am I about to rip you a new one? This fucking Fitzy is an excuse of an Irishman. Where do I even begin? I thought you were Scottish.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, I mean, there's Irish in the ancestry, but
first off, someone asks about if you know anyone personally who would make a good candidate for the US presidency, and you leave out the main man behind this all, Yubsy, the debrief president. Then you say that Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated, knowing bloody well that you were thinking of John. Get a fucking grip. RFK's experience of the Kennedy curse was the vaccine injuries and impacts on his voice. Going to take many pints of Guinness for me to even think about watching another one of your pathetic videos.
I'm so sorry I'm not up to date with my US presidency history.
Oh, that is great from Yum. I didn't think he had that in him, but that is fantastic.
You're so proud of him.
That's one of the best things I've ever read. Oh, jeepers.
Sorry, it was Rory from
Oh,
Ireland.
Rory. Sorry, Rory.
You could build a house out of all the bricks that you boys put up.
Yeah. What? No, that was a fly or something.
I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Or a flying hamster, we could say.
What?
A flying just a being that existed this one time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get on to that one. You could build a house out. What do they actually specifically mean
I think
by
they're
it?
mentioning we tried to play a bit of basketball, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, right. So
Yeah.
we know who this one's from.
Yeah, we also know this one's from, and it's from the person who sent the last three.
Oh, shit. Are we playing footy? It would have to be tomorrow.
It would have to be tomorrow, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, it could be like next week, but ideally tomorrow. Maybe.
We just
Probably shouldn't organise this live on the
having
pod.
a normal conversation.
Still waiting on the Sunday Debrief Continental crossover.
What's
True.
that? What's a content?
The US girls.
Oh, I forgot
The
they
Americans.
I forgot they even existed. To be quite honest with you, we've just blown up that much, you know. I reckon they've deleted their account, maybe.
Yeah, because we've gained 10 followers in the time they've gained 5. Huge. We've just streaked ahead of their progress. No, I still follow them. They just started a new season.
They're doing seasons.
Something like that. Maybe we should have done that, but
What season?
every ep is a season
what
and there's
season
2
are we
months in
up to?
between.
What season are we up to?
Season 47.
Yeah.
But only episode 23.
I think it was just it was difficult with like the time and stuff, wasn't it? Because who knows? It's like a long difference.
I'm not against the reconnecting though. Give it a go.
All right, next one. When is the merch going to be ready, and will it be affordable? Merch. Look, that is a fantastic idea.
Well,
We'd
whenever
love
the
to have
factory
some.
in Thailand gets back to us.
Yes, we did hire that little Balinese boy that did Jackson's tattoo. So he's working very hard. Not paying him though, but he'll get there. Will it be affordable? Well, first we need to afford trying to get merch for starters. But yeah, obviously if we do come up with such a thing, we know how the cost of living is, so obviously we're going to try and make it as affordable as possible without us going into the negatives, obviously, because we're already heavily in that. But yeah, look, that would be a great possibility, and just need to find a way of making some money off this bloody thing.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. No, good call. People are just reminding us of good ideas here.
Yeah.
That we've mentioned and never acted on. This is quite good. This is a very productive episode. Speaking of productivity, apparently someone has dumped a box of dildos outside Heathridge Park in a skip bin. Please be aware, everyone.
Who would that be?
Oh, I might just go check.
Go check.
I just check just in case.
Oh, they'll go check tomorrow. Oh, they're gone.
Yeah,
Someone's
strange.
taken them.
That's really odd. Might have been the Wanneroo boys from after last week's phone call.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That first fine.
Could be.
But yeah, right. Interesting. Maybe post that to like Heathridge Mullaloo residence page.
Yeah. I'm actually in that, so
you can post it.
Yeah,
Let
for
them
sure.
know.
I will. I'll let everyone know.
Residents know, yeah.
This next one is in relation to the grand final. A little bit. It did put the predictions for the grand final are popping off. So hopefully someone gets that nearest to the pin there. And as we did mention, there will be a prize, won't there be?
Yeah, there will be. Of course, there will be. We always come up with good prizes.
Yeah, totally. It could be some new merch, possibly.
Yeah.
Could be something else. Could just be whatever.
Depends if those dildos are still left in the bin over at Heathridge.
You might get a dildo. Who knows? So this one just says, I want Cam Rayner to pee in my mouth. That's a little bit strange, but each to their own, I guess. Yeah, look, Cam Rayner's, he's been in some fine form lately, but yeah, sometimes goes missing, but he's the type of guy to pop up in the grand final, isn't he?
I don't know if these are predictions for what people want to happen in the grand final, but someone said, I can't believe Chad Warner took his pants off and started masturbating during the game.
Maybe these are just like fortune tellers, and they're just like
they're trying to manifest.
They're manifesting what's going to happen. Oh, Jesus! So that's two penis mentions out of 2 players.
Not to get too far into this one, but can we just picture like what that would be?
No, I'm not picturing what that would be.
Just in the center square, chops them.
That's shocking. Why would you want to picture something like that?
Funny.
Oh, yeah, it is quite funny, isn't it? If only Chad Woodham was playing for Freo.
Facts.
This one says, if the Sydney Swans win the grand final, I will chop my balls off. Yeah, look, that is a real possibility of happening. So, yeah, if you do such a thing, let us know how the chopping of the balls goes.
Yeah, video or it didn't happen.
Yep, that's it. And send it in, unless you're Harry Balls, because yeah, he is the only man who probably has the biggest balls out of anyone in all of Australia.
Funny you say that. Here's a massive question. Who would win in a boxing fight between Big Mont and Harry Balls?
Oh, that's a great one.
Wow.
Speak of the man. Big Mont, Harry Balls. Well, Big Mont has big in his name. Harry has balls in his name. Okay, I'm going to put this out there. If this is at the breakwater, then Harry Balls wins.
Yeah, home ground.
Home ground.
Fought a lot of seckies there.
Yeah. Anywhere else, I'm probably, unfortunately, going to have to back in Big Mont. Just because, he's seen some things, I think.
And if it's at like the 60-30, then the Big Mont's just got it completely covered.
Oh, yeah. Loves the 60-30 for sure.
Now, how about we throw in the King of Clarkson in there as well?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the King of Clarkson could only win if it's in Clarkson on his home ground, but...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Or out in the bush having some bilskies. If it's in the bush and there's some bilskies around, I reckon the King of Clarkson's taking that one out as well. As long as there's no... Oh, what even fucking was it? I can't remember. Oh...
It was his Halloween story, though.
Yeah, but what was that? What appeared? Was it like a ghost or like just a creature?
Something like that.
Just a big creature. So the King of Clarkson's seen some things as well, but we haven't heard from the King of Clarkson in a while. So we hope he hasn't passed away.
Well,
that could be very extreme, but yeah, we hope he's doing okay. And
we try and find out.
We hope he still listens. Should we just give him a call?
Should we just try and call him?
Let's just call him.
It says active 44 minutes ago.
What's the time?
It's 9:30. I reckon that's okay.
Is that okay?
Well, actually, you have no idea how old this guy is as well.
We do.
Like, it's not...
Let's have another...
he's
21.
All right. So he's not got, like, school.
Oh, he's up. King Clarkson's up. Give him a call.
We've actually not heard from him like in ages, and we've never called him, and we actually don't know who it is.
Nothing from the King. Disappointing, but...
Yeah, we'll cut that there, but we did actually just hold that for about 30 seconds there, trying to get him to answer, but nothing from him. But it does say he was active, so at least he's not dead.
Yep, that's it. Because that was a conspiracy going around. Yeah, definitely. That was on the Clarkson Facebook page. Like where is the King of Clarkson? Where has he been? He's not in his lair. So
he's not in the bush.
He's not in the bush having some bilskies. Is this the last one we got here?
It is the last one today.
Oh, beautiful.
Harry Balls. Well, what a fitting way to finish it off. Hey guys, congratulations on 1 year, and thank you for letting me vent out the truth about that pub in Hillary's that I hope catches fire one day. He doesn't even want to name it.
He's just sick of naming it now.
I have a few tin diesels in celebration.
Tin diesels.
Maybe a Bloody Mary too. Good on you, Harry.
Good on you, Harry. Still don't know who you are, but we will find out, and I will do some digging.
Think
I've nailed it down to 2 people.
Well, about 15 minutes before we were recording, you were on the Instagram followers looking up Harry's, trying to figure out who it is. Just like process of elimination.
And there's one bloke that looks like a Harry Balls.
Yeah.
Like, if his name was anything, like without even knowing Harry, you'd be like, yeah, he's a Harry Balls sort of guy. So I reckon we found him. But yeah, who knows?
Who knows? One day
That's up in the air.
One day we'll find out. All right. Now, here's where we wind back the clock a little bit. We've just been having a look over some of the all-timers, and you've come up with your top 3 favourite stories of all time.
Yeah, it's been a great ride. It's been a great year. If we're gonna go way back, just having to think, and Jackson mentioned Bar One as his favourite nightclub in Perth, and I was thinking back of some stories that people send in from Bar One, and I remember the breast milk story, and that is just mind-boggling how that just hasn't come back up again. But that was an absolute ripper, and that's still probably one of the craziest stories we've been sent.
I should be able to find the whole thing in here. Yeah, here we go. All right. So it was sent in anonymously. Or they wanted to keep it anonymous, but they did win the bar voucher. So, hopefully they did get that in the end. So they said, I just had a baby 2 months ago. So as usual, I produced breast milk. Anyway, I went to Bar One with my partner and got drunk as you do at Bar One. We were dancing on the dance floor and I had the silly idea of spraying people with my breast milk. Because if you didn't know, the milk literally shoots out like a Nerf water gun. Didn't know that. Still don't know that. I think we said that at the time.
Yeah. A year later, still.
Yeah. Never seen a pair. I obviously whip out my nipple very subtly and shoot some guy with it right in the back of the neck. He turns around trying to see what just shot at him, and I obviously casually start dancing, acting natural. He's looking around confused, but he brushes it off. I do the same thing like 3 times to the same guy, and each time he gets more confused and frustrated. At the time, it was hilarious, but now I kind of feel bad for him. But till this day, he will never know.
Oh, the old vodka milk. The old vodka milk. What a great mix. No, that's interesting. Crazy.
That brings a few memories reading that one.
It does.
That's a classic. That does have to be one of the all-time, like, kind of brain-rattling ones.
Yeah, for sure. Another one I had here, I'm pretty sure... Well, I know who sent this in, but I think he wanted to keep anonymous. Cast your mind back. An anonymous sender was talking about he woke up with to police in his bedroom because his brother scammed a phone off Marketplace. And have you got it there?
I do have it here.
Let's read it.
From memory, we had to keep a few words out of this one, so I'm just gonna have to be careful going through this.
Yeah, we've otherwise we'll be in a lot of trouble.
Right. So this was Ep 10.
Ep 10,
which was January. On a blazing Tuesday morning, I was woken up by mum at 7 a.m. To my surprise, I woke up to 2 police officers in my room. Apparently, according to them, I was being charged with fraud for selling a false phone to somebody on Facebook. The police took me to my theatre room to broadly question me about the crime. Then they searched my room to see if I had more false phones I planned on selling. They took all my devices, including my PS5. What really shocked me, however, was that I had a bag with a little bit of the devil's lettuce. I watched the officer pick it up and place it down. I never felt that amount of fear ever in my life. Luckily, they didn't notice, or else there would be an... Okay, can't say that bit. Anyway, they took my mum and me to the station for questioning, as allegedly the money used to purchase the false phone was sent to my mum's account. I kid you not, I spent 5 hours in the most claustrophobic holding cell. Couldn't fit my big ass on the bench to have a nap. Crashed on the brick bench till I was pulled for questioning. Mind you, in this interview is when I figure out that my brother was the culprit. Now, my brother looks identically like me and has a similar name, but has dreadlocks. When they asked him if I had recently shaved my head off, I figured out it was him. Okay, can't say that bit. He not only single-handedly ruined my morning by having me snore in a holding cell, but still gets compared to me in looks. I walked out of the interview room pissed as can be, while my brothers walked past me to the interview room. The investigator then asked if I could be his adult supervisor, as my brother is too young to be interviewed. Can't say that bit. He spent the whole time answering no comment as he didn't want to get in trouble. To mine and his surprise, they hold up CCTV footage of my brother walking into the place he sold the phone. His face dropped. He now owes the buyer $1,100 for the selling of the phone. Luckily, he got off with a juvenile caution rather than a charge.
Oh,
and
boy.
breathe.
And breathe. Yeah, that's an hectic way to start your morning.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it's a really good
Done
one.
well there.
Yeah, that one was deep into the archive. So
Because that
glad.
really is a rare Tuesday morning.
Oh, it is. Yeah, and I think you did well to bleep out some of the the
very
choice of
careful.
language used there. But yeah, we'll move on. My last one here is a bit more of a recent one, and one that I got to experience. Well, I wasn't in the place where it all went down, but it was the Olympic cock-off with one of my good mates getting on the podium. Third out of fourth is a great effort. And he's very proud of it as well. And I think we'll keep talking about it to his day because he is a Olympic medalist.
Up there with the likes of Ray Gunn as Olympic champions.
Yeah,
in
for
Australia.
sure.
I think I won't be able to find that one. That one was recent though, and I think it got sent directly to you, didn't it?
Yes, I think
Quite
it
possibly,
did.
yeah. So
I think it did.
I don't think I'll be able to read that one out, but it's still fresh in the memory.
Yeah, it
no,
is.
that was good. At Optus, was it not?
It was at the Canfield.
At the Canfield, that's right. Sorry,
Yeah.
you said that. Yeah. It was between four of them, and he pulled out a podium position. So
That's exactly right.
So it's just plenty to be proud of. Now, I was trying to remember if there was any I wanted to add. The Europe story from Ep1 was obviously great, but we mentioned that not long ago.
Yeah.
So, we'll
Get more action packed than that.
It doesn't really, no. So, off the top of my head, there's none that I want to add, but I might go through this again during the week, and if anyone has can send in any suggestions of ones they want to be reminded of, then please do.
Definitely.
But I have prepared some of the best voice messages we've ever been sent. Listening to these voice messages, some of the happiest times in my life.
The voice messages when we first started were popping off. I loved listening to them, and there was some good content in there for sure.
Yeah, so one of the all-time classics. This was the first one we ever got, which is very nostalgic indeed. This is a real milestone in Sunday Debrief history. This is Ryan Hammond's reaction to the Ocean Ridge. Was it the Colts? Last year's Colts?
Yes, it would have been.
Ocean Ridge Colts winning the flag.
Hey boys, hope you're doing well in the potty. Just sort of wanted to get something off my chest that I've seen recently in the public. And it's down to these few certain people who play for the Ocean Ridge Football Club. And look, yes, they did win their flag on the weekend. They've worked very hard all season for it. But what I don't understand is why you have to go out 1 week later with your fucking medals on. Like, get a grip. Yes, good on you. You won the flag. Have your Mad Monday. But don't be taking up my Snapchat stories going out on a Tuesday with your fucking medals on. And then you choose to go on the Friday, 5 days later, with your medals on as well. Get a grip.
Wow, the passion still just really hits even to this day.
It does. It's just like a halftime rev up speech. Yeah, I think some coaches might have to play something like that because inspiring stuff really, and it really hits you hard for sure.
And then this year, obviously, I wasn't playing, but then my own mates at Quins did the same, and they did indeed keep wearing the medals. So I can understand it.
Yeah, for sure.
I've got one of the all-time videos here. So actually, this had some. Oh, this should have some text attached to it if I can find it. This was from here we go. From Shannon Check. Great bloke.
Oh, it's not the yak video, is it? Oh, that video is disgusting. That is horrific.
So here's the context. A few prees drinks for a mate's 19th birthday before we headed to the Cass. I wasn't fully satisfied with my funds for the night's gambling, so I was looking to build my casino wealth. After about a 10-pack of those Povo Lemon 196s and a bit of Kraken, a tack yak was necessary, so I let rip in the backyard. I'd only eaten a few slices of pizza beforehand, so it was all basically soft bread and bacon and looked half decent. So a bit of back and forth with some mates, and we come to the conclusion that they were willing to pay $35 to see me eat a handful of my creation. I apparently didn't take much convincing and gathered a decent amount. Managed to keep it down, but have had some backlash saying it wasn't worth it. I still left the casino down $235. All over this.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just. Oh.
Swallow it. Is that yummy? Is it?
I'll tell you what, he's done bloody well.
Oh my fucking god.
No water or anything. Yeah. I think that's. Oh, that's terrible. It was a well deserved $35, but yeah, I'm sure there were some other ways to get that money.
For $35? No way. That has to be triple digits. And he still lost it all. Now, do you remember the Papua New Guinean man story?
Oh, how could I forget? How could I forget? Let's play that for as much as we're able to play without getting kicked off the internet for our 1 year anniversary.
100%. That's I don't know how we managed to make it this far. So we don't want to ruin it all now. Just for context, so actually, in fact, this was the very, very first audience question that we ever read. So my mate, who's a bloke, took home what can only be described as a 40-year-old Papua New Guinean man and claims it was a good route. Just looking for some clarity on how that is possible. And then this was the response from apparently the man in question.
Fraudulent! I did not just root this woman. I endured 3 impeccable anal experiences. Whilst rooting, I can say my dick was in no state.
That's enough. Oh,
I still have zero clarity on that.
No, and I don't think we need any more. But look, well done to face up to the accusations. He's done well there, and look, I think we're experienced. It was nice to experience the full rundown of what was going on now, because now we know. Well, it's been cleared up.
Somewhat. The final voice messages I've pulled out here is a string of a few across a few weeks. So this is the story of Mason Leckius and his contribution to the Sunday Debrief podcast.
I'm with Fitz right now. This is for tomorrow when you do the podcast. I fucking love Fitzy. I fucking love him. Thanks, Pringles. Woo! And fuck Rory Jarman.
Okay, so a little bit of abuse at the end, which becomes a theme.
I'm fucking here at bar 1 with Fitz.
It's 5 days later.
God. Wait, this is now 2 voicemails from you, Pringles. I need to fucking do it again because I love the Sunday Debrief. But what I wanted to say is, let's talk about the Mozzie Park situation. I know it's going to get brought up. Fuck Mozzie Park. Fuck Mozzie Park and fuck Rory Jarman. End of discussion. That's harsh. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, it's still going. It's still going. Woo!
And then another month later.
Hey, I'm back at bar 1. Say hi, Zachy boy. Yo, Ronan, my boy. Say hi, Sharpie. Hey, Fitzy. We got one thing to say. Fuck Rory Jarman. Fuck that cunt. I fucking hate Rory.
Rory's copping strays left, right, and centre.
They're not even strays. That's just direct bullets straight to the jugular.
Oh, poor man. But yeah, I think well said at the time.
Yeah. Oh, geez, it'll be good to go back to the glory days of voice messages. I mean, as I say, we're back on the up, and we've been getting some good stories.
No one sends in anything anymore.
no.
These bloody voice.
Voice
We've got a
messages
new
are great.
system going on.
I know.
What's it called again?
Memo. So the last one was a month and a week ago.
Gosh darn it.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Oh well. Always next time.
There is always next time. Always next episode. And if we don't get any then, there's always the one after.
Yeah.
Until we get cancelled. So
Well,
hey, that's okay.
before we wrap up, we do. You mentioned we chucked the grand final predictions out there.
There's a few.
Oh my god, there's plenty. All right, take us through the AFL experts.
Oh, you want me to read all of these out, do you?
That seems a bit silly, doesn't it? What's the general consensus?
The general consensus here, it's quite mixed, to be honest. It's honestly 50-50 Brisbane-Sydney, according to the audience here. A lot of mixed opinions. The biggest margin's only about 4 goals. 39 by the Swans is the biggest margin we've seen. The rest of the margins are quite close either way. So
If you had to align with one of these predictions, who were you backing
if I had
in?
to align with one, let's look at this. I would align with... Oh, this is tough. It would honestly be that one. Sydney by 39.
Really?
Yep.
You reckon they're going to tear him to shreds?
Yep, the Swan's gonna... What noise is a swan? Does a swan even make a noise?
Splash?
Yeah, the Swan's going to splash on the Raw. That's what they're going to do by 39 points. So, Olek, that one's for you.
Oleg says Swans by 39. Oh, I'm kind of on Brizzy, hey.
Yeah, go
How
for
much
it, man.
bite? Thanks, bud.
No worries. I'm just saying go for it. Like, each to their own opinion, I guess.
Yeah, I'm liking Egan, actually. Egan Brooks, Lions by 6. And I'm going Zach Bailey for the norm. I said it last year and I put money on it and I got it wrong, so.
Nice. Same, yeah. I also got it wrong last year.
Yeah, sick.
My norm, you can't go past the Chad and he's going to whip his cock out as well. So, who wouldn't want to see that? While he's getting the norm placed on around his neck.
He's just going, oh, wow. Always dreamt of this moment. Let me knock one out.
Oh, that is shocking.
Oh,
that is
mate.
absolutely shocking.
Well, does this bring us to the end of 1 year and 1 week?
I think it does. It's been a great ep. Grand final to look forward to this week. And looking forward to it. Footy season's about to come to an end.
And then we're into a big summer. We mentioned cricket last week, but
Huge summer.
I mean, just all the stars are aligning, and we're just really on the rise, aren't we?
We are. How much better has it been since the sun actually rises before 7 o'clock?
Oh, tell me about it. It's just a real mood shifter, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Like
Bit of warmth.
Yeah, so much better. So much better. And it's not like it's been a cold start to the summer season. It's been a decent temp, so I'm enjoying it. I think tomorrow's supposed to be rain apparently as well. I'm not the weatherman, but that's what I've heard on the grapevine. That's going to rain tomorrow.
And then on Saturday it's raining beers.
It is raining beers on Saturday.
That was Dan Does Footy's weather.
Yeah,
forecast.
that was
Saturday is
love
raining
that.
so many beers, 100% chance of beers. So, and if you're going to listen out on the weekend, it'll also be raining Voddy Red Bulls probably.
Oh, true.
And
I was going to say something, but I'm going to stop myself.
We'll talk afterwards.
What do you mean? Okay, I don't know if we're on the same. Okay, yep, continue.
Which also just brings back the memories that last year Ep 2 was all about listen out. And
Yeah, it was.
It's just
It was.
the year's honestly gone very quickly.
It has. The episodes have been releasing slowly, but the year's gone very quick. But I wouldn't change it for a thing.
Nah, honestly, on a real reflection, it's just been a lot of fun, hasn't it? It's I think we've learnt a lot about just kind of not taking anything too seriously.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I think as much as any of this is a piss take, we sit here every couple of weeks and we read stories and we.
So all thanks to the audience. It would be nothing without them. So
Yeah.
and they delivered this episode especially for the milestone.
They did, and yeah, it's the rise has hit at a good time, hasn't it? Back of the 1 year, but yeah, whenever you do something like this, you need some purpose to it, and I think the purpose would always be to just try and cheer people up. That was it from the start. If you're feeling flat on a Sunday and you're a little bit hungover, then just make yourself feel better by listening to two blokes who are worse off than you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. Or even on a Tuesday arvo, which is when it's usually released.
3 weeks after.
So unfortunately, you're gonna have to go Sunday being depressed, Monday being depressed, and you may get an ep out Tuesday.
Yeah.
But it's all for a good cause, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is, and we can't wait for more and more. So, on to the next one.
That's it.
Episode 23 is over.
24, next one for Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace.
Good work.